Hi guys, thank you for joining me. Welcome back to my channel. If my energy seems quieter, if I seem tired, I am very tired and my energy is low at the moment. I've personally had a really great day. It's just that when it's come to the time of me filming, things didn't go as planned, and I kept trying to push the time back further and further, and I just feel so called to continue to show up for myself and also for you, that I just was like, for the sake of my body, I'm just going to sit down and just get this message out, because I feel it sitting on me, and the outside distractions for me and things not going according to my plan really have been a testament to how much do I believe in what I'm doing, and am I willing, no matter how uncomfortable or undesirable certain circumstances are sometimes, can I still stay walking the path that I know that I'm meant to? And what's been different for me is that this is a path that I have been knowing for a while, to journey down, but I had been actively ignoring it, running away from it, and allowing all the different outside distractions to be an excuse as to why I just couldn't show up. And so now for me, where I'm at in my journey, it's me walking the sometimes difficult path of staying the course anyways, amidst whatever type of weather is going on. And I've really been practicing cultivating my own inner peace and keeping focus on what I want, what I'm aligning myself to my greatest desires. But that requires a lot of uncomfortableness, really. So I shared that because that may be a theme for someone that's watching. You may feel a similar story, but in your own version. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it's easy, because it's not. It is simple, but it's not easy. So with that being said, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for always sitting through my really long-winded intros. But my intention is to make a shorter message today. And I say that like that because of when I sit down in this space, I really have no concept of time, because I step outside of time and space. I'm in time and space, but I'm outside of it because I am connecting with you right now. Whenever you are watching it, we are in the same time, because we are communicating across time and space and outside of time and space. It's all very interwoven and in and out, like a infinity loop, in and out. So okay, today I want to see what are some general messages to see what's going on with our beautiful collective, and see what advice there is. So for a beautiful collective, as always, this message is timeless. So when it finds you and you feel called to tune into this, I set the intention that there is a message in here which serves as a confirmation for your own inner knowing. Okay. what are the starting messages? Thank you. What else, Spirit? So this first message is already, okay, that's a lot of cards, Spirit. We'll look at them. Okay. Okay, let me just take a deep breath for a second, because I feel a lot coming in at once. It's like a delicious little tingle is going down through my crown chakra. So it's interesting. So this deck that I'm using, it is called the Sacred Traveler. And so there's obviously a general theme of travel. However, this is not all the cards pertain to travel in this deck. But most of the cards have to do with embarking on a journey. This is aligned with what I was sharing in the beginning about feeling called to share my own personal with you in the beginning, because it's talking about tension in the background, noise in the background, loud. This card here, it says distant thunder, and you can see this is you peering out from your castle. Just the castle represents your sacred space, your field that's around you, your Merkaba, your own field of energy. This is your castle, or you could think of it as your sacred temple, but energetically out, way outside of you is your sacred temple, not just your physical vessel. And this is the energy of storm in the distance. It could represent conflict, or it could represent just outside energies wanting your attention, wanting to get your attention, wanting to distract you. Now, whether those intentions are intentional or not, meaning whether people, places, or things that are being loud in the distance serving as distractions, whether it is their intention to distract you or not, that doesn't really matter. What matters is the fact that it has the potentiality to distract you. And so what is going to be your reaction to it? Staying in your own frame, your own field. But this is something that you can see in the distance. It's like something you see coming, but there's still ample space in between you and it. And I feel like that is symbolic of keeping outside influences separate from your own personal space, no matter their actual physical proximity from you or not. And it actually says clean the air, and that has to do with cleansing yourself energetically, cleansing your aura, making sure your field is clean. So, for example, I will share with you, me personally feeling like sitting here, getting set up and not being super happy with the time and everything. I was like, okay, I know that this is the time, because I'm feeling this way, this is the time for me to re-go through all my chakras from top to bottom, fill my body with cleansing, purifying light and activating my light body and shining it brighter and brighter and brighter and anchoring that energy onto this earthly plane. And that's about keeping yourself clear, keeping your antennas clear, because you are constantly being in communion with the divine, with your highest self, with your guides, with your angels, whichever, with the archangels, whichever you resonate with, whichever you work with. It could be all of them, it could be whatever names, energies that resonate with you. But the way that you tap in, the way that you are tapped in the most is when you keep yourself clear. You keep yourself clear as a vessel, because your vessel is a giant antenna and it's always receiving something. But depending on how clear you keep your line is what determines what comes through your antenna, if that makes sense. But everything here is pointing to something new. You are about to do something new, but it's something that is not super known to you. It seems like something that's almost so far off in the distance that you are just not really sure how the pieces are going to come together. And with a narrow pathway, it says tread thoughtfully. That's you being mindful and paying attention to everything that's in front of you as you take each step. And that has to do with you being intentional about every step, every decision you make, everything that you say, everywhere that you go, every part of your routine, being very intentional, because you being intentional about everything is going to lead you down the path that's going to be of least resistance to where you are trying to go. And you're also being called to let go of a lot of things, albeit physical or energetic. This says traveling lightly, simplify your life. You may be called to downsize. You may be called to do some still spring cleaning or summer cleaning or fall cleaning. Whenever you're watching this, you may just be called to simplify things. Do I really need all of these things? Why? And being very clear about your intentions. But I see a lot of travel here. If you're not physically traveling, like to another destination, this is the start of something new and unknown for you. But this is the point where you get to decide what you want to do with your life. And you can do whatever you want with your life. It's just a matter of which direction would you like to go, which path would you like to go down. And are you willing to stay the course no matter what is going on outside of you? The bottom of this deck, I have in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. So there's two parts to this message. Excuse me. Energy is coming up through my throat chakra. Two-part message. Two-part message is, of course, allowing yourself to be in flow. Being in flow is going to allow you to be in that space where you have conscious access to your divinity, by doing what's ahead of you and what's right in front of you. Thank you, Spirit. But also, with the everything is smooth sailing, that's your mantra. That's your mantra of what you are being guided to program into your subconscious. Bring that into the conscious and be something that you say out loud to yourself. You can write this down over and over. You can put post-it little sticky notes. You can put a little reminder on your phone. You can make a little wallpaper with a beautiful picture and write that everything is smooth sailing, which is reprogramming to yourself and your mind, is saying everything is smooth sailing. Everything is effortless for me. I attract all that is in alignment with me. I have everything that I need. I'm always divinely guided. What is meant for me will never pass me by. I'm always on time for what is in my highest alignment. My highest alignment will never pass me by. When I am in alignment, everything comes to me easily and effortlessly. I'm going to see what messages you have from your guides. Guides, of our lovely viewers, what are the messages? What do you have to say, guides? What is the focus? Thank you. What else? What else, guides? Thank you. What else? Thank you. Okay. I asked if I needed one more and they said no. So going back to the concept of being the antenna, this is confirmation for you that you are very intuitive. That's why you're watching this type of content, you're watching this kind of video. This is serving as a confirmation for you about your own inner knowing, that you are intuitive, you have psychic abilities, and the more that you keep yourself clear, the more you're going to be receiving more of these intuitive downloads. But you are a very intuitive person, and that muscle, with you being intentional on expanding on that, on your awareness, that will continue to expand. You are being invited at this point of your life to see yourself at this point where you can paint your life however you want it to. Sorry, I got distracted by a critter on my wall. Hello, distractions. You can paint your life however you want it to. So if you go back to this childlike wonder of yourself when you were a child and you looked at the world was so big and so full of possibilities, and you thought, when I get older I want to do blah 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 blah. Having that same excitement and that same wonder, and making your life, making your everyday fun for you. Waking up and saying, how can I make today my best day? What do I feel tapping into my soul? What do I feel my soul would just love to do today? Even if it doesn't make sense, even if it goes against the norm, whatever. Being in that childlike wonder. Because it seems like right now you may be in the opposite energy where you feel like things are not going your way. Why does this pattern keep repeating in your life? And when you are in that mindset, when you are in that energy gives you that mindset, that lower vibration gives you this illusion that you are disconnected from divinity, which you are never not, but it feels that way for you. So you're not able to see the possibilities, the connections, the opportunities that are in front of you. So if you allow yourself to expand outside of the limitations that you have put on yourself or projections from others that you have accepted as your own, if you step outside of that and expand your possibilities, that's also going to make you be more tuned in to what is for you and give you the ability to really receive the information that's going to lead you to the next step, that's going to be in your highest good. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to the bottom of the deck yet, but this is what I was saying about painting your life. Painting your life exactly how you want it to be. And that might sound crazy to you, like, that doesn't make sense. I have to wake up and I still gotta pay my bills and da 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 da. But how can you make the mundane fun? How can you make your day fun? How can you romanticize your life? How can you bring that inner joy outside into your world and allow your outer world to be a reflection of your own inner joy and your divinity? Sorry, I just got really beautiful energies coming in. I'm like, whoa, I have to adjust myself for a second. Okay. Yeah, it's just the following your joy, even if it doesn't make sense, it, like that to your energy, instantly shifts you into a new timeline, a different timeline, a timeline that you prefer by you following your joy in the moment. It is instantaneous. Your energy will shift just like that, is what they're showing me. And they're allowing me to feel it. I can physically feel it. And that's when those goosebumps, those euphoric energies, those are confirmations that you are allowing yourself to be in flow. And they serve as confirmations for you because those are not vibrations, frequencies, sensations that you feel when you are in this state, when you are contracted, restricted, sad, upset. You do not feel those euphoric energies, you don't feel those. And so that's when you know that you are not, when you are feeling, that is your red light indicator that something happened where you are now out of alignment with your own divinity. And it's never that you're disconnected, because you're never disconnected. It's just that you are not in the exact alignment with your own divinity, with your highest self. And Spirit is reminding me, as I give you a little teeny bit of brief backstory about me. I used to be a party girl. And I had to learn through my healing journey of what it felt like to experience euphoric feelings on my own, sober, and now it's just such a regular thing after I learned, oh, it's actually possible. I don't need these substances to feel these euphoric feelings, these sensations, these things that allow me to feel uninhibited, free, loose. And by loose, I mean like, not constricted. I learned that is possible, and you don't need substances to do that. And that was my indicator for me, confirmation of, oh, I actually am shifting my vibration. So if that is something that you too are like, well, I feel like these things help, it's kind of like some people on path, because I feel that myself, I had chose certain things at a time in my life where I didn't know how to experience these feelings on my own. So I went to substances of different kinds, different modalities to experience that, because I didn't know how to get there myself. And then once I actually started actively working on myself and my healing journey, then I started to experience, oh, I can actually just move on my own, and I can actually just experience pure bliss and euphoria on my own just by looking at a fucking sunset and just like what? And there's no side effects. The only side effect is like being awesome and being in a good mood, and like there's no like repercussion for it. You know what I mean? Like, it is possible. I am a living, breathing proof that is possible. I promise you. So you have a calling. There's something, a place, a direction you are being called to go to. Are you at a place in your journey right now where you have even just a little bit of bravery, even just a little teeny speck of bravery is all you need to put yourself in that direction and just take one step at a time? And there's like this theme of feeling like things are not fair and things not happening the way that you want them to, and then being frustrating. But this is actually such a crucial point in your journey, because this is where the alchemy happens. This is where the transformation happens. It's not in your greatest transformation is not going to happen in just, thank you, I just got a confirmation in my ear, in just the easy moments. This is the part of your journey where the activation, the transformation, the true alchemy of a true alchemist. And I know that if you're tuning into this, you are a true alchemist. Excuse me. This is your time. This is your time where you prove to yourself. Because it's not about proving so and so and so and so and so and so. It's proving to yourself. And that is why it is most important right now. It's proving to yourself that you can do it, that you are capable, that regardless of all these adversities, outside things going on, you still stayed the course. You believed in yourself. And you're going to look back one day and be like, yeah, I fucking did that. Yeah, I fucking did that. I did. And look what I'm doing now and what I'm going to be doing. I'm unstoppable. That's where your soul, your highest self is like, we're unstoppable. Baby, wake up. We're unstoppable. But you have to be ready. You, this human version of you, has to be ready. I feel like you are right now. You're just a little scared. That's okay. We're all fucking scared. Walk anyways. You may be someone that feels a deep longing feeling for somewhere long before you existed here. Somewhere that's far enough in your memory, but enough, just enough to make you homesick for something that you can't put a name to. You don't even know what it looks like. This is your remembrance of yourself. This is your remembrance of your own divinity. It's like you have just enough memory of it to be like, I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what it is. What you're missing is your full remembrance of your divinity. Your full remembrance that with you there is no beginning and there is no end, because you exist and have existed eternally. But you and all your other lovely, beautiful friends and what you may perceive as foes on this planet, you all chose to come here. But you existed long before you ever came here. And that is that longing. But you came here because of your deep connection and love for this planet. Love for a planet that sometimes you don't understand. Your human self doesn't understand. Your soul does. Because your soul understands that you love this planet so much, like a partner. It's like you in partnership with Mother Earth, with the divine being that Mother Earth is. And that you are walking a path that others have laid before you. And you are continuing on this journey. You are continuing down the line as each generation evolves and changes the story, changes the narrative. And your ancestors are always with you, and they're so proud of you. And they know that you are right on time. You're not late to anything. What are the final messages? That was just poking out there. So you have rewards. You have something exciting coming your way, something that you'll enjoy. But I also feel like these are your gifts for staying the course, for your intention for being here, which was for the betterment of all. Your soul knows that you are always rewarded for that. because it came from the purity of your heart, and therefore you will never lack anything on a soul level. But it's also confirmation that as a human, you will receive things that are exciting to you, that you enjoy, for you staying true to yourself and walking the often uncharted path, the unpaved road. The road is unpaved, but you are paving the way as you go, as you take that one step at a time. It hasn't been done before the way you are doing it. Get some more spirit. There's a lot of focus here on family. You might be starting a family, or you might already have a family, and yeah, you might already have a family, yes, and your focus really is on not repeating patterns in your family. And even if you aren't doing everything the way you think is perfect, you are doing things different with your family, with your lineage. You are doing things differently. And your ancestors want you to know that. This is again confirming that you are a very intuitive person. That's why you're tapped into this. That's why we are on this resonant frequency with each other. It's why I'm tapping into your energy and you are tapping into mine. Staying the course, no matter how much shit hits the fan, no matter how loud everything gets. Staying the course. But also being in your divine masculine energy, meaning following on inspired action. Following on your inspired action after you have received, been in that receptive mode, being in your divine feminine energy, taking that, allowing it to move from the thought form, from the inspired idea, moving it, allow it to move out of your body, out of your mouth, out of your hands, and into the physicality by you taking the steps on inspired action. And that is where you are bringing balance within yourself. You are bringing balance into your own divine feminine and divine masculine energy within yourself. And when you continue to cultivate that energy, your external divine feminine, divine masculine relationship, no matter what sex or orientation in romantic relationships that you identify with or prefer to be in, that inner balance will be reflected in your outer reality. And it will be this continual melding, as it all is, of our inner world and our outer world. It's just like these swirls, but it's also like swirls. I'm hearing hodgepodge, but I think the word is modgepodge. Maybe it is hodgepodge. But basically, the infinity loop. The infinity in you, coming out, coming in, coming out, coming in. It is a reflection of being here on earth, being so small, but also you being in the universe and the universe being inside you. It's this continual, it never ends, there's no end to it. It is the infinity. But they're putting emphasis on the masculine and the feminine balance relationship with each other. internally and externally. And you are at a place right now where you are being called to take chances on things because you feel called to. Even if it doesn't make sense, there's a reason why you are feeling called to something, even if you don't understand what's to unfold from that. There's a reason why you are being called to something. And what you view as a risk is not a real risk. Meaning, it's not, by you using your own discernment, of course, what your mind may perceive as a risk is actually your own inner calling, your soul pulling you in a direction and saying, trust me, hold my hand. And by hold my hand, that's your highest self speaking to you, and that's God speaking to you saying, can you trust me? Come this way. And your mind is saying, but, you're being called by yourself, by your divinity. There is a reason why, or you would not be called to go that way. I'm going to end it right there. Obviously, this was not a short video, but I knew that was a possibility, but it turned out exactly how it was meant to. So, if you watch the video all the way through, you can leave me, if you feel called to, cupcake emojis. Yeah. Thank you for sitting with me. I will see you guys next time. Give yourself grace, give yourself love and care. Little angel babies. And I will see you guys next time.